Hello everyone, I am Professor Mallikarjun Aute. Today we are dealing with the topic traditional design methods from the subject Machine Design 1. So there are two traditional methods of design. First one is known as design by craft evolution, and then we will see the examples of the product which are made by using craft evolution method. Those are bullock cart, rowing boat, plow and the musical instrument. And second traditional method of design is design by drawing. And in this slide we can see here there are the products which are manufactured by using craft evolution method. The products are, just now we have seen the example in the last slide, bullock cart, plow, rowing boat and the musical instruments. Now in the next slide we are going to see the salient features of this design by craft evolution method. So first feature is, in case of craft evolution, there is non-availability of dimension drawing of their products, and also there is no adequate or no proper justification for the designs. Means what? Whatever the products which are manufactured by using design by craft evolution method, they are not having dimension drawings, and also they don't even have the justification for the product or for the design of the product which they have manufactured. Second one is, the products are developed by trial and error method in case of craft evolution method. Any modification in the product is costly because the craftsman has to experiment with the product itself. So in case of craft evolution method, as it is a trial and error method, and if at all you want to, or the craftsman want to make any modification in the product, so he has to experiment with the product itself. He don't even have a drawing etc to make the modification of that, right? Because in the first feature itself we have seen that there is non-availability of dimension drawing. That's why the craftsman has to make the modification on the product itself. That's why this is a costly method. And very important point, the essential information of the product like material, dimension of the parts, manufacturing method and assembly techniques. So these essential information of the product is transmitted from place to place and time to time by using two ways. Okay, so whatever the product which is manufactured by using craft evolution method, so its essential information like material, dimensions of the part, manufacturing method and assembly techniques is transmitted by only two ways. First one, the product itself, which is the main source of information, and second one is by knowing the exact sequence of operation by which the product is manufactured. So there is no any record for this particular product. So there are only two methods for I will say key for transmitting the essential information, that is nothing but the product itself, and by knowing the exact sequence of operation. And also there is no symbolic medium to record the design information of the product in case of craft evolution method, because it is manufactured by trial and error method, and there is also no proper dimensioned drawing is present for the product. So that's why there is also no symbolic method or medium to record the design information. And due to weaknesses, or due to the all above weaknesses just now which we have discussed, due to that this particular craft evolution method has developed some complex structures. But the craft evolution method has become obsolete due to two reasons. This method cannot adopt the sudden changes in the requirement. This is the first reason, because right now we are not using the craft evolution method, or it is becoming obsolete. And the first reason of it is the method cannot adapt to the sudden changes in the requirement, and the second one is the product cannot be manufactured on mass scale by using craft evolution method. So those are the, I will say, limitations of this craft evolution method. That's why it is becoming obsolete. Now we will see the second traditional method of design, that is nothing but design by drawing method. Okay, so the name itself indicates there is availability of drawing. We will see the silent features of it one by one. First one is the dimensions of the product are specified in advance of its manufacture. Means what? Before manufacturing, there is a particular drawing in which the dimensions of the products are specified well before its manufacturing. So this is a very important salient feature of this method, design by drawing. Second is complex manufacturing of the product can be divided into separate pieces and which can be made by different people, and this work is not possible with craft evolution method. So see here, what is the statement? Suppose there is a product and which is a entire product. That particular entire product is subdivided into separate pieces, and these separate pieces are manufactured by the different people. Okay, so this particular I will say situation, or this particular characteristic is not available in case of design by craft evolution method. And we can divide the entire work into small parts. Suppose there is an assembly of, I will say, piston cylinder. So for the cylinder is required, piston rings are required. So we can separate the assembly into separate, we can subdivide the assembly into separate parts like piston, cylinder, piston ring, etc. And these parts are manufactured by the different people, and at the end we are going to assemble it. But such kind of a thing is not applicable or not possible in case of craft evolution method. So this is one more advantage of design by drawing method. Next one is when the product has to be developed by trial and error method, the process is carried out on the drawing board instead of shop floor. So see here, in case of design by drawing, suppose we have to go for trial and error method. That trial and error method we can carry out on the drawing board, because we do have a drawing in front of us and we do have dimensions of the product. So this trial and error method we can do it on the drawing board or on the drawing, rather than doing it on the shop floor or on the actual product. So this is one more advantage in case of design by drawing. The drawings of the products are modified and developed prior to the manufacture. So we can modify the drawing of the product, and also we can go for some development, but that is well before the manufacturing, and this is possible in case of design by drawing. And in the initial type, that was nothing but the design by craft evolution. In that case, this was not possible because the craftsman has to what I will say, make the experiment on the product itself. But in case of design by drawing, here we can do the modification on the drawings of the product well before its manufacturing. And in this method, much of the intellectual activity is taken away from the shop floor and assigned to the design engineers. Means what? In case of design by drawing methods, so all the activity or all the intellectual activities are taken away from the shop floor. Means it can be done by the design engineers, and the shop floor people has to only manufacture according to the drawing, and I will say drawing and the modification in the drawing are done by the, or are these intellectual activities are done by the design engineers, and the job of shop floor persons is only to go for the manufacturing. Thank you.